Hello and welcome back to another video, a video that I predict will be absolutely railed by dislikes. It's about Rick Beato and why his videos get blocked by major record labels. So let's just get straight into it. Rick Beato is a very popular music YouTuber, originally making a name for himself with videos showing off his son's perfect pitch.
A, C sharp, B flat, C.
He then went on to create an even more popular series of videos where he would dissect popular songs and look at each individual aspect of the music to find out what made said song great. To be perfectly honest though, I know Rick just as much for his numerous rant videos, almost always pertaining to the same subject of his videos being blocked by major record labels. There's been quite a few, and just yesterday at the time of recording this video, he uploaded another.
Video has about 500,000 views on it, or had 500,000 views. Now, what is the strategy, Warner Music Group, for taking down a video that's actively promoting a song that came out in 1976? Explain to me this business strategy. Taking down a video promoting a song that you're already making all the money from. Not only you, but Joni is. I don't get paid from the video. What is the strategy behind this? I don't know who these people are that have this business strategy of taking down things that are making them money. I don't get how that's a viable business strategy. Don't you have business people running this? I'm not making any of the money from this. I'm promoting a song that came out in 1976. Happens to be one of the greatest songs of all time, from one of the greatest records of all time. I'm promoting it to 2 million people on my channel, many of which were born in the 90s. It makes no sense. Don't people go to school for this?
Okay, so I'd like to address some of the points here and provide a theory as to what I think this business strategy might be. I don't have a record deal, but I do have a publishing deal, so I'm going to use that to speak broadly on the topic of publishing, and it might help to provide another way of looking at this. The music industry is broken. I don't think that's news to anyone. Millions of streams will generate hundreds of dollars. And while people listening to music isn't really a viable way of making money anymore, it doesn't mean the money has exited the industry. It's just moved to somewhere else. Record labels will generally own the master recordings of a song, and if not, they're licensing them. But a music publisher like Sony ATV or someone similar will own or license the publishing rights to a song off the record label. Very different and arguably a much more viable way of making money in today's climate. A publisher's job can be simplified into just collecting money, but it's the avenues that money comes into that are interesting and important for the point I'm trying to make. The classic is radio play. You'd be surprised just how much money one play on a major station at peak times will generate. It's much more profitable than streams. Another is live music royalties. If a song is played by any band in just about any venue, and that song or set list is lodged with the local music rights organisation, the licensing fee that the venue pays, be it through ticket sales or just an annual fee, some of that money will end up going through a publisher, then to a label, and then eventually trickling down to an artist. And finally, the avenue that I want to focus on today that's relevant to this point: advertising. Let's say there's a movie made that needs a rock song for one of the scenes. Well, the movie makers will go to a publisher with their budget, and the publisher will provide them with a list of songs that are in their catalogue that they think fit what the movie is going for. And it's the same with any advert you see on TV. A song was chosen, a price was negotiated and paid for the use of that song to advertise a product. And if the song is incredibly popular or just a classic hit, there can be a lot of money in those deals. Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and depending on how major this advertising campaign is, it could be even more. So let's keep that in mind as we move forward. The vast majority of Rick's videos look at popular or famous songs, but they're educational videos. Dissecting the song to see what parts do what is a big part of the videos.
Let's talk about the chord progression of the chorus. It's really great. So it goes B flat 7, B7 flat 5, B flat 7, A7 flat 5, A flat 11, or E flat minor over A flat, and then B flat 7 altered, and then it goes back into the riff. E flat minor pentatonic.
And that is educational, which is important because if it is an educational video, it is protected under fair use. And record labels removing educational works that are protected under fair use would be totally indefensible. If it wasn't for around 20 to 30 seconds at the end of every video. Rick promotes a number of products that he sells at the end of these videos. His book.
If you're interested in the Beato book,
His merch.
Anything from my store, t-shirts or mugs, t-shirts, coffee mugs, anything to support the channel. That's how I make a living. Go to my store at www.rickbeato.com.
His ear training program.
Check out the new Beato ear training method. Go to beatoeartraining.com and watch the introduction video.
And this is where I believe there is a potential loophole that the record labels and publishers want to close. It's also worth mentioning at this point that these aren't necessarily my views or views that I agree with. I'm just trying to view this situation from a music publisher or record label stance. Once you promote a product for profit, that video stops being solely educational and starts being an ad.
Explain to me this business strategy. Taking down a video promoting a song that you're already making all the money from. Not only you, but Joni is. I don't get paid from the video. What is the strategy behind this?
One of Rick's big points is that the music labels are making all the money from his videos, so it doesn't make sense for them to block them. Well, yes and no. The labels are claiming all the ad revenue off his videos, which I personally think is a bit unfair. But let's think of it this way. If the video had 500,000 views, that's 500,000 people, and it had a lot of ads put on it, which generally claimed videos don't, and it was uploaded in December, when ad revenue is at its highest on YouTube, even then it would probably only get about $3,000 in revenue. It's likely closer to get $2,000 to be honest. And while that's a lot of money to me, it's probably not a lot of money to music publishers, especially for the use of some of their biggest works, which can generate hundreds of thousands, if not millions, in revenue from advertising. In a very cold and callous music industry view, and just to reiterate, not my view, Rick isn't adding any value to these songs. In fact, he's got the potential to devalue what they can be worth in advertising. What's there to stop major brands who would normally have to pay tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars to use these songs to promote themselves, from making product videos under the guise of education and using these songs to help selling their products? So this is my best guess of why these videos are being blocked. Depending on your view of it, even if it's just 15 seconds, that makes a video an ad, and the song is what brought hundreds of thousands, even millions of people to that ad. So that's the video. Subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you next time. Maybe. Bye bye.